Welcome, ladies and gentlemen of the old world. I hope you guys are all doing well, and today, guys, we're back with a live face-off between the Dwarves and the Sons of Sigmar. So yes, we are taking the Empire into the Dwarves. This is indeed a best of 3 on Anticity's Ladder, but we will be casting all of the games separately as live replays here. So the first one, I ended up picking the Empire and actually banning the Vampire Counts in Bretonnia. I kind of have this funky build that I think can catch a lot of Dwarf players off guard, so we're going to be trying it. Basically, it's Toddy. You guys probably saw the previous rendition of this build I used against Onyage. You have to be on a big map, and Prague is a pretty big open map, so I think the Hellstorms will work here. But I had Marcus in that and a little bit of a wider army, but in this build, I've gone with Toddy. I switched out the Greatswords just for some more basic, cheaper troops, some unbreakable troops, because I found that the Greatswords were just kind of getting shreked. So might as well just get, not durable troops, but holding troops to allow the Hellstorms and my skirmishers to do some good damage. Now, Slayers are a big problem in this matchup, so that's why I have the Pistoliers. The Pistoliers kind of circle around the back and go after the Slayers. And the Grenade Launchers basically do the same thing. But Grenade Launchers, even though it doesn't, I don't know if it says like armor piercing in the tooltip, I find that they do okay against tightly packed armored infantry. So we'll see how it goes. Prague is going to be the map. Toddy is the man of the eye patch coming for the Dowie. And yeah, it's a pretty open field map, right? So we could like deploy like along this whole back formation right here where my mouse is going and basically get a really good battle line of the Hellstorms. It's important against Dwarves to put your Hellstorms very, very far apart. If you put them too close together, then the Dwarves inevitably will get to your battle lines. You need to kind of force them to have to choose and make tough decisions and all that sort of good stuff. So we'll see how this goes. But yeah, this is something I've been kind of thinking about. I find that when I play Empire in tournaments, they're usually my first pick. What ends up happening is I ban Vampire Counts and Dwarves every time, right? But even still, that leaves open some matchups I don't really like. I feel like Bretonnia is very, very favored against the Empire these days, especially if they use the Trebuchets. I find that the Bretonian Trebuchets actually do outvalue your cannons and can wreck your cavalry, and it's pretty rough overall. So I'm trying to find a way to not have to ban Dwarves if I can consistently get wins against good players with this build. But, it's still a work in progress, and this is going to be a good learning experience here. So, all right, so let's set this up. We want to go as far back as possible here with the Hellstorms. We'll kind of have a nice little battle line here. The range on the Hellstorms is really, really nice. We can scoot them up a little bit just to kind of ensure I'm in range like initially. Yeah, that should do it just about. Let's see. Okay, that's only going to take like a couple moments of scooting up here to get in range. We can do a little bit of like concave fire, and this one can be like over here, which I think is okay. Now for our battle line, we want to kind of split it up. So let's get the basic swordsmen out front. The basic swordsmen are there to take a beating for Sigmar, as they usually do, and I'm sure they love every moment of having to fight werewolves and mammoths and all that fun stuff that the old world has to offer. So let's go ahead and degroup these guys. Pistoliers can be in group 1. We can get the grenade launchers in 2, Toddy in 3, and they can kind of start on this side, and we'll have the grenade launchers on this side, just to have a little bit of a dual threat to force our opponent to have to react to multiple tricky situations. Flagellant's actually done too bad against Slayers in a straight-up fisticuffs fight. Obviously, Slayers will win head-to-head, but in general, I find it's not like the worst thing in the world. But, most players will run away with their Slayers, and then it's really just, kind of they can outmaneuver you. So, yeah, you got to be a little bit careful with that. But I'm hoping that if Slayers do overextend, I can head them off with the Pistoliers and, Spirit Leech them here and, get my money's worth right there. So, good luck, have fun. To my opponent, the mighty Dowie are here. I think next game, of course, which will be a separate video, you guys will be seeing that soon, I might end up picking the Dwarves. I'm trying to really kind of iron out my Empire and Dwarf play. Dwarfs are kind of cool because they can like hard counter a lot of the undead factions. So if you're playing someone who's good at Coast, granted, most of the time they will be, banning the Dwarves anyway. So yeah, Dwarves are really, really a faction of extremes. Like they're either really good against something or they really do struggle, like in the case of like High Elves and things like that. But there were some matchups, like I used to think Dwarves were really bad against like Dark Elves and Beastmen, but then when the mass changes came, like, the chariot play of those factions isn't quite as disruptive to the Dowie. So it's a constantly evolving meta, man. Life's rolling, life's going on. Probably got to be careful with this caster, maybe hiding it in the trees. If he does have a lot of cannons, I find that the Hellstorms can win the long-range trade. What you also do is you overcast the Spirit Leeches downtown right here, and you cast that on top of the artillery pieces, and you can win the trades with your Hellstorm rocket batteries. So there's a little bit of RNG kind of factored into that, but it is something to consider. So anyways, guys, we'll see you when the battle started, and yeah, just a moment. All right, guys, and now we're back. The battle is upon us. Our opponent appears to be ready. Let's go ahead and see how this all unfolds here. So, gonna fly forward. First things first, you got to evaluate what's going on here. And it looks like he is coming in with a couple cannons. We can go ahead and do this, and then we can go ahead and get the other ones kind of shooting here. You can also, what we can do for the initial volleys is we could just ignore the cannons. Yeah, like so, and like so. And then we just kind of move up with the Pistoliers, who are actually being targeted pretty heavily. So yeah, we want to pull back with this. Basically, nothing in this world is for free, and we want to make sure it stays that way. You guys can kind of circle around and get the high ground position, and Toddy, we want to be careful. That is a lot of cannons. Our Hellstorms are going to be moving up, and the Pistoliers could take a very circuitous route. We'll kind of play that by ear. He actually has how many cannons? I think 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, plus mostly lower tier troops, so it should be okay. And looks like he might be going after Toddy or the Swordsman, so we'll kind of pull back a little bit and kind of play the artillery game, which I think should be fine. So Hellstorms are about to be in range. We'll rip like 1 or 2 volleys here into you and into you here. I think we need to get you, and then, because we do have the range advantage, Hellstorms have further range than these guys. We'll get the splash damage, and then the grenade launchers can kind of creep up on the side of the map. Toddy can kind of go ahead and start doing some jukes. And for now, we can go ahead. Let's let our Winds of Magic build up first before we get too crazy. One thing, too, by sending up Toddy, it kind of forces him to not return fire on my cannons, right? Because he's going to want to shoot at Toddy. So we can kind of juke, and you can already see some decent damage. And yeah, Swordsmen are being shot, I think. No, he's going after the Hellstorms, which is you know, a good choice. It can pay off for sure. So we'll move up. We'll start dropping some Spirit Leeches on you. So let's go ahead and double cast this. Cast it here. Toddy can go ahead and start juking, getting ready to party. We have lost 1 Hellstorm so far, so let's go ahead and make sure we start to consolidate our efforts, although we are getting some good value there. Grenade launchers come around the back. See what we can do. And Pistoliers are moving up too, which is great. And I think it's mostly like Quarrelers and things like that, so I think we should be okay. Yeah, let's get you guys kind of blasting here, and you guys can go ahead and start blasting here. And if he abandons the post here, yeah, I think most of these like aren't armor piercing, so I think it's okay. And we can come around the back and grenade launcher that cannon crew. And then from there, we need to switch fire onto the rest of the army. So let's come around the back and see if he... Because he either has to stay and defend the cannons, or, you know, we just get him. And if he's going to shoot at Toddy, we can just juke most of the shots. And I think that should be okay. Yep, looks fine. Yep, grenade launchers on that cannon. Looks good. Toddy just keeps juking. And now we can kind of Tokyo drift around his backline here. And yeah, this is what I find usually happens in this situation. A little bit of sloppy play there. We did get caught with Toddy on a couple shots. Shouldn't happen. And now we can go ahead and move. And like, yeah, Slayers can defend the cannons, but what happens if they do that is... they're like sitting here idle, right? So now we've kind of done our piece here. Let's go ahead and switch onto you, switch onto you, switch onto these Dwarf Warriors here, because you want to shoot Hellstorms into like really bunched formations. And again, just keep juking backwards there. Great. Let's go ahead and grenade launch these guys if we can, pull the Pistoliers over there, try and juke the shots wherever we can, and we could dive in. Just got to stay away from Slayers, really. And do we want to shoot that cannon? I think just like, honestly, another Spirit Leech should do the trick. And then these guys can come in here and go after that. Oh, a little bit of sloppy play. That's really bad. That was a big mistake on my part, letting my grenade launchers get pounded like that. Hopefully they come back. There's a substantial chance they won't, but, you know, it is what it is. So, all right, so the cannon crew, there's 2 that are down there. Toddy's still kind of juking here quite happily. So, yeah, now we don't have to respect the cannons too much. We can start going after his range pieces. And, yeah, that should do the trick. Hopefully we get those back. Those grenade launchers are pretty essential to the strategy overall for cleaning up the dwarves in the late game. But, you know, that's all it takes is one, you know, little mistake like that, and you can ultimately pay the troll toll. So if these guys are going to extend without missile support, we can actually attack with Toddy. And yeah, do our thing there. Come on, grenade launchers, come back. We need you. We need you, baby. All right, so Hellstorms. We can shoot Dragonback Slayers. That one's not really a threat, and we can get group 6 and put him here. Toddy's currently attacking, but yeah, now he's getting focused pretty hard, so we gotta kind of be careful with this. So let's move up the Flagellants and some Unbreakable troops and move you guys up. And grenade launchers are still kind of running on the edge of the map. They have 19 models. Yes, they came back. Okay, as a matter of fact, I think I'm just going to sit them back there just so I don't make any more mistakes and lose them. And let's pull you guys in. Now that he's advancing the rest of the army, we pull in the Pistoliers and start causing, you know, some problems. Okay, we dodged a lot of those blasting charges there, which is good. Flagellants are coming in. We don't want to get caught with a blasting charge salvo. So let's go ahead and go over here, pull these Flagellants out around the back. And now these guys, yeah, we got the cannon offline, which is great. So let's juke these shots a little bit and then pull back. How's Toddy doing? Okay, so far so good. So yeah, we'll get in here, take out these blasting charges, prevent them from really doing a lot of damage. Let's go ahead and juke these shots, and the grenade launchers are just kind of chilling and recuperating their vigor and all that good stuff. So, all right, so dwarves are here. Let's go ahead and attack. These guys need to pull back a little bit. Let's go ahead and pull the Flagellants up. Yeah, we're going to be definitely a little bit hard-pressed here. These are just dwarf warriors, I think. Cool. So yeah, we need to switch on to the missiles now, because the other ones aren't so much of a threat. I think the cannon situation is mostly remedied. And yeah, cool. We took those miners offline. Let's pull back. Let's pull in Flagellants. They can fight the Dwarf Warriors. These guys, yeah, we still have some problems here for sure. Flagellants, head them off. Blasting charge, pull it back. Get away there. You guys go here. And this crew needs to kind of pull back as well. So let's pull the grenade launchers down here and see if they can get in and help. Good. A little bit of damage on our caster. Not the end of the world, honestly. Are these Slayers? They are Dragonback Slayers. So we need to be careful and basically just start Spirit Leech spamming them. And good. The Pistoliers should get that cannon offline, but the missile fire actually in the back did some good work. All right, let's pull you guys back. State Troopers, go engage these guys, and we can pull you in to help. Toddy and the boys doing some work, but we need to pull back through the Flagellants, which of course is very, very important. And the grenade launchers need to come in, and basically this crew needs to just waddle as far as they possibly can. Hopefully we can win some of these engagements. and do well for ourselves in that respect. Yeah, his missiles are staying close. We can go chase down that cannon crew right there. Toddy, for some reason, decided to stay in the Dragonback Slayers, which might actually lose me the game straight up. All right, yep, no, that might have been it. Damn, that's not good. Yeah, Toddy's like needs to be persistent the entire game, basically, right? So, all right, so we're pulling in here. We can start grenade launching on some of these guys, shoot you here, and these crews are going, and Toddy's broken. Hopefully he can get away. We'll see. That cannon crew is offline, and these guys are basically just hanging out in the shadows. Okay, if Toddy escapes, I think we might have a chance. Dragonback Slayers, yeah, can we intercept? I think we can maybe push through and intercept with some of these guys. Because if Toddy can kind of survive there, I guess, we don't want to lose our caster as well, which is kind of silly, yeah. All right, so Toddy is pushed away. We did break through this battle line here. Let's pull the Sigmar Suns down and under. Grenade launchers are doing some good damage, and yeah, come on, Toddy, live. If Toddy lives, there's a sliver of hope. If not, then we're probably honestly just karate chopped. Let's go ahead and charge into you guys. You guys charge into these Quarrelers. We can start cycle charging here. Toddy looks like he got away, which is great. Hellstorms can shoot here, and do we have any ammunition left? I don't think we do. This crew can go ahead and get back on, because it looks like we've won most of these engagements here, and now the grenade launchers can just work in a very, very safe position. All right, so charging in the back, getting some work in. Toddy is back, so let's go ahead and just pull him over here and get him away from the pressure. He can actually go fight on the weak side of the formation and just go after some of the easier prey. And these are Slayers here. Slayers are the big problem for us. We can pull you guys back now too. We have more Spirit Leeches. Got to make sure to Spirit Leech those Slayers down. That's like the most important thing. Flagellants. Oh my God! Don't shoot those guys. Shoot some better targets, man. Slayers are going to be a problem. You know, let's keep rotating around. Let's try and be smart with our cavalry. Yeah, the fact that Toddy got away is really, really big. Like, huge. Yeah, the grenade launchers being alive, also a pretty big boon. Let's go over here. We should be able to stabilize this Hellstorm position. Currently shooting into these Slayers. Let's get the Sigmar Suns under there and see what we can do. Drop the equipment, run for the hills. We don't want to give anything up for free. Looks good. Toddy should be able to polish them off. And grenade launchers now need to come start punishing these Slayers if we can. We can move some Flagellants up and over the top, pull you back. We have unbreakable troops fighting, and yeah, come on, crew. I told you to drop the artillery and run. Run for the hills, run for the hills. All right, you guys move in. Toddy has done his part. We can go over here and start pressing into the missiles if we want to. The Spirit Leech going to be pretty important here. I don't know how many Slayers he has left at this point, but let's go ahead and shoot into the missiles. They're a little bit more of a stationary target. And the Dragonback Slayers, hopefully we can get them with something. Yeah, we'll see. All right, Pistoliers come back. Spirit Leech on the Dragonback Slayers is going to be pretty important here. Grenade launchers, let's pull them before they start getting blasted by missiles. And yeah, we're getting some work in. We're getting some work in. It's a close game, but the Toddy mistake might have cost us. We're going to find out. We're going to find out right now. So let's go grenade launch these guys off so they don't really do much. And again, we have some troops kind of coming back here. Little Flagellants trying their hearts out for sure. We got the Spirit Leech off. Toddy can... we need to kind of run him out of ammo. But who's their Lord? Yeah, it looks like it's a Rune Lord, which again is pretty standard here. Pulling a little bit behind on the bounce. Little bit. It's not the end of the world. Okay, he's probably going to focus Toddy now, so let's go ahead and start juking the Todbringer. Yep, looks fine. We're juking a fair amount of those shots, which is solid, and then we can kind of just keep pulling back here. Good, so the grenade launchers did their piece. Let's go ahead and start doing this. Hellstorms can blast into the missiles. Toddy can keep juking there, and we need to make sure to save our Pistolier ammo for the over-advancing Slayers. That's really, really important. All right, so you guys go here, get on that if you can. Let's pull you around the back. Todbringer's doing his part. And the Slayers are getting grenade launched against our Sigmar Suns, which is, you see what I'm saying about how important they are, like in this matchup? It's quite big. Yeah, it looks like our Flagellants are fighting the dreaded cannon crew. Let's bring you back, just kind of threaten the position. We don't have to do too much with it, but yeah, we need to at least threaten his missile pieces. All right, so going there. Looks like you're about out of ammo, which is a little bit unfortunate, but Sigmar Suns are shielded, thankfully. The Rune Lord is not too much of an issue because in the late game we can potentially just kill him. Let's blast these. What are these? These are Dwarf Warriors of the Grey Opens. All right, so let's pull back. Let's get the Deathcaster kind of chilling. Toddy, dodge those shots. Oh, I think we did it at the last second. That's really, really big. The Pistoliers can go ahead and charge into those Dwarf Warriors back there and try and head them offline. We'll tell them to, you know what? I don't think we need to. Let's just keep doing this. Keep juking these shots. Sigmar Suns into the Rune Lord. Grenade launchers into you. Does he have any Slayers left? He does. The Dragonback Slayers got to pay the price. But we can't afford to lose them. So let's just kind of pull the grenade launchers back. It looks like he knows that. And I think he's coming in for it right now. Save up the wins. Yeah, they're going for that. Okay, that crew is like, let's go ahead and see if we can lure them to the edge of the battlefield. Do we have anything else? Okay, Flagellants broke the crew there. We have a lot of ammo left on these guys. We can tell them to fire at will now. I'm totally fine with that. And the bows are reforming ranks to come after us. So let's pull in there. Let's pull in here. Just maximize that Hellstorm. Okay, it looks like he was able to get some stuff on that, which is a little bit unfortunate. Grenade launchers here. Flagellants, and just keep these Pistoliers going back. We could try and dive in here. Like, this whole line is so beat up, man. So beat up. Yeah, but we got to run him out of ammo. I almost feel like I'm playing campaign, which is really funny. Yeah, all right. Sigmar Sons, you keep doing your part. Hellstorm Rocket Battery, keep blasting. Let's put you in guard mode to try and rip those shots if we can. Let's get the Flagellants in there. Pistoliers are still going strong. We have Spirit Leech. How are we doing on troops? Grenade Launcher is doing good work. These guys are just pulling back. Toddy might be able to carry this in the late game. If we could Spirit Leech down the Slayers, that's really the biggest thing. So let's go ahead and Spirit Leech them, pull them in. Pistoliers are ready to go. We have some cycle charging. As far as troops left, we're really, really on bare bones. Let's go ahead and save the ammo and the grenade launchers. Have them fight these Dwarf Warriors here. Swordsmen can fight them. Let's pull them around the back. Toddy for the terror routes now. This is kind of the game plan. So we come in. Pistoliers can go ahead and save their ammo. We need to like break a lot of these guys right now. Oh, let's see if we can dodge those shots. Good. So if we can terror out and break these guys off and then chase them down, that's going to be a huge boon for us. Even though we're behind with the bounce, I feel like it's not quite as bad as it looks. All right, so Toddy gets some big routes. Dragonback Slayers are quite beat up. It looks like a Rune of Wrath and Ruin maybe going down. I'm not sure. Yeah, all right, so let's do this. Let's rip some volleys into the Dragonback Slayers. Oh, come on, Toddy, don't get caught by the Slayers. If I do, I lose. If I do, I lose. Oh, Toddy, come on. Get up in the sky. Let's pull you back. Flagellants, rush in and fight them. Rush in and fight them. All right, so let's go here. Toddy comes back and across. This caster's in a little bit of trouble, but hopefully we can Spirit Leech him and get away. Very good. And yeah, we actually have a Hellstorm crew, which is back. It's pretty wild. All right, so you come over the top. You chase them down. Toddy chases that down. Caster gets back, and Flagellants hopefully can get in there and fight him. There's only 11 left. Goodness gracious. Okay, so the crews are back. Let's go ahead and re-equip you. Bring you guys back over. Every troop is going to count here in this situation. But if we could just chase down all the routing dwarf units, I think we're going to be quite happy. I think we can even get one more Spirit Leech. No, I think we're depleted. That's too bad. All right, good. So they're down. The Hellstorm crew is on its way back. It looks like he's moving over now, so let's pull you guys back too. These Pistoliers can chase you down. And the Grenade Launchers, I think, even have some ammo. Ooh, that's nice. Yeah, come on, I need you guys to hold for Sigmar. Come on, or Ulrich, whatever you're into. Whatever you're into. Okay, they're broken. Looks fine. How many Slayers are we working with here? Looks like about out of ammunition. We can kind of fly overhead. Need to chase down all those pieces, because we still have a lot of Pistolier ammo. Yeah, how many are here? Okay, those broke. Okay, thankfully they shattered at the last second. So we can come over here after these Dwarf Warriors and try and get some freebies. I don't know if he has Rune of Wrath and Ruin. I don't think so. Let's see. Hell Cannon crew, I know. All right, so we can do that. We can charge. We can pull back. Try and move the Dwarf army. If we can get them away from the crews here, we might even need the crews to fight in the later stages of the game. Okay, so let's move in here. Grenade launchers can go in and grenade launch on some Slayers. Try and get some splash damage. I think there's only like 10 Dragonback Slayers left. Let's hit the Dragonback Slayers if we can. All right, that's going to be some good splash damage right into that very, very tightly packed formation. You guys come over here, and let's go ahead and attack you with Toddy and see if we can get the crew to get back on that piece of equipment. Grenade launchers should have a little bit more kind of oomph in them. Doesn't look like we killed anything, though, which is unfortunate. Yeah, but Toddy does get the steel chair on these guys, which is great. So Toddy, you keep chasing them. Keep doing your thing. Dodge what little missile play they have, and then use this. And then the Pistoliers should have shattered those guys. Great. So now we can get in, get some business going. Hellstorm crew should be back. We can send these guys into fight, actually, which is going to be quite funny. Okay, Toddy's dodging those shots. Very good. The crew looks like it wants to come back, but not quite able to do it. Yeah, I should have been a little bit more cautious with that. Okay, charge in, get some freebies. Pistoliers shoot down the last of the Dragonback Slayers. That'll kind of free up Toddy for some big terror routes. We get the break there, which is good. So this crew can chase them down. Oh, Pistoliers are not supposed to do that. Not supposed to do that. Okay, the other ones are fine, which is good. It looks like one of them shattered. He had a Rune of Wrath and Ruin there too, though, which is quite strong. Okay, shoot the Slayers down. Let's do it. Yep, rip those shots. Yep, that's good. We need to just focus down the Slayers. That's the most important thing. We can go after these Quarrelers real quick, although we got to be careful. Come on. What else do we have on the map? We have the grenade launchers, yeah. We need to use them for like the big alpha strike in the end. And just, yeah, because everything else here can be terror routed. There's no Longbeards. There are 2 Slayers here, though. Like, Slayers are not to be messed with. Yeah, you got to finish them off. Holy shit, man. It's a really close game, and it's so hard to beat Dwarves with Empire, man. You really got to work super hard. I mean, greatsword rushes, like, if I had gone cavalry, though, like, he would just punish me with his, okay, we got a Slayer. Now there's, because the Dragonback Slayers are really important to get because they have a slow. Yeah, so let's see if we can actually catch this Dwarf Warrior unit, like, out overextended. These Look at that frickin' Hellstorm crew just doing the work of Sigmar. Oh my god, I think there's one Dragonback Slayer left. Yeah, so we charge in there, we do some damage, we pull back, and then we Pistolier down the Dragonback Slayers. Before we take any damage, hopefully we still have 1,000 HP. And you can charge in too, although it is a Rune Lord. Okay, so the last of the Dragonback Slayers is done for. So we're out of ammo now, so technically we have to attack. I mean, technically, yeah, that guy is attacking, but we're going to play it a little bit different. So let's go ahead and charge in here. Charge in from this side, and then, okay, that's good. So now what we can do is chase these guys off. That counts as attacking. Yes, until they shatter. So those guys should be chased down by the Pistoliers. And then Toddy, in the meantime, can do a little bit of a crosshatch engagement, although let's pull these guys in. Yeah, looks fine. Boom. We got that. Very nice. Terror routes going down across the board. Let's go chase down those dwarves. Oh, God, this is so much micro. Let's go. Let's go. Let's ride them down. Looks like there's only a couple Slayers left. Toddy can chase them. We got these guys broken. Okay, we're going up and over the top. Come on, Toddy. Don't let him come back. Don't let him come back. There's a small chance the Rune Lord could also get it, but man, how are we not like ahead on the balance? I feel like we should be for sure. Okay, let's go. Let's keep hunting. How many Dwarf Warriors do we have left right there? Looks like freaking 2 Slayers. Oh my god. We can charge the Slayers with these. Yeah, that's fine. We can get the Slayer kills. Do we? Do we get it? We don't. We need to make sure they're shattered, because like if any Dwarf Warriors come back... he needs to show the sad face. I love it. Oh my god. Okay, they're shattered, so now we go after the Corlers with them. Oh, this is so close. Dude, these guys are the true heroes of Sigmar, though. That Hellstorm Rocket Battery crew. Oh my god. Can we just shatter these guys, please? Jesus, man. Yeah, okay, those Corlers are 16 models. No more Spirit Leeches. Okay, so we could... You know what? We could probably charge in at this point. So let's just get back a little bit. Of course, we're attacking here and here. And then we can go ahead and get you. The Rune Lord can be charged from the front. And we can go ahead and head on in here and get this guy. But we need to get Toddy back up in the sky first and foremost. Yeah. Pause. Pause. Get this around. Alright, so charge, and charge here. Alright, here we go. Boom. So we get one attack. We stagger him. We come in on the back as well. And then we can pull Toddy back before the Rune Lord can really retaliate. Looks like he didn't get us. Oh, come on, Toddy. Oh, come on. Don't lose this shit. Don't lose this. Not after all this. Pull the wizard back. Okay, they're shattered. We need to pull in as much as we can. The Pistoliers are trying to kill that one freaking Slayer, which is just crazy that he's living. Okay, let's kill the Slayer. Although I feel like, no, charging him is silly. Okay. So we get the attack there. The wizard's coming. We have Pistoliers. We can still cycle charge in accordance with the rules as long as our other guys are in combat here. So let's just pull him in. Pull back you. Yeah, perfect. And then you get back up in the sky and basically attack this guy in the back here. Yep, looks fine. It's going to break our other Pistoliers, but then we can come in with Toddy here. Hit him in the back. Oh my god, what a freaking game. Jesus, man. This is what you have to do to beat Dwarves of Empire. Oh my god. GG, well played. GG, well, I guess it's already a live battle, so we don't need to cast that. Holy shit, that was a game. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed that one as much as I did. I know it's a little bit cheeky there at the end, but you have to do that. So obviously Pistoliers count as attacking. Chasing down units does count as attacking as well, as long as they're not shattered. So yeah, you know, we had our other crew chasing down those dwarves across the map, so, you know, it's crazy. Toddy, I don't know, maybe Marcus would have been better. I mean, Toddy, though, we had some big misplays in the beginning, which almost cost us the game, but I think in general, the Pistoliers are good. Grenade launchers are really good. You know what? Maybe we just go, like, maybe we just cut all the Pistoliers and get grenade launchers instead? The Flagellants did fine. They, like, held and did their piece, and the Hellstorm's also really, really good. You can see 2,000, 1,000, like 1,300 on that one. And his build is good. This is very, like, standard. Sometimes you see more Slayers, Rune Lords, Grombrindle. There's a multitude of variables as to what people can do. But, yeah, well played to my opponent, man. That was a scary one. And hopefully you guys enjoyed that. So if you have any ideas about the Empire vs. Dwarf matchup, I'd love to see them. I'm thinking maybe Witch Hunters. There's so many ideas, but at the end of the day, it's always such a struggle. All right, guys, we'll see you next time. Thanks again for watching, and take care.